This is News 4 Nashville.
Right now, I mean, this is pretty bad. You just want to give up. I'm to the point where I'm thinking about selling my belongings.
The unemployment figures are stunning and still do not capture the full story of the toll on workers who've had their hours cut, pay cut, or maybe are temporarily furloughed. But you're going to hear one man's story tonight. Thank you for joining us on air and streaming live on our News 4 app tonight. The clearest picture yet of the economic devastation from the coronavirus pandemic.
The U.S. unemployment rate soaring past 14% last month, a record-shattering spike to a rate that's second only to the Great Depression.
Now, every day we hear from you about the issues you're facing with this economic crisis. Many of you either lost your jobs or can't work right now, so we know it's worse than ever. News 4's Caresse Jackman spoke with one man who's impacted by all this. She joins us live with more on his story and looks at the layoffs we've seen across the state. Caresse?
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Like so many, Leonard Hawkins had to dip into his savings account just to make ends meet to feed his family because he was waiting to hear back from the Department of Labor about his unemployment claims. So we reached out to them to get him some answers tonight.
The most embarrassing thing is to have to tell your kid, I don't know what we're going to eat. I don't know if mom or dad could get you that or take care of you.
Many fathers and mothers can relate to Leonard Hawkins trying to make ends meet when the pandemic appears to have no end in sight.
People are losing their cars and people are having to live with friends and stuff because they're being kicked out of their place.
Leonard says he drives for Uber and Lyft. Like many self-employed people, his income drastically changed when COVID-19 hit the Music City.
I went from making, I want to say, $1,000 a week to $100 a week.
And for 7 weeks now, he's been waiting on his unemployment claims with no luck.
How frustrating has this been for you knowing that, every time you look, you don't hear anything from them?
You just want to give up. I'm to the point where I'm thinking about selling my belongings. I've running out of cash.
Whether you're self-employed or laid off, many people across Middle Tennessee are facing similar issues. Take a look at what's called the WARN Notice on the State Department of Labor's website. The WARN Notice is a list that requires employers provide 60 days notice in advance of plant closings, mass layoffs, or a sale of a business. We counted the list, and since mid-March, around 140 companies are listed here. You could also see the amount of workers affected for each company when it comes to either temporary or permanent layoffs.
Right now, I mean, this is pretty bad.
This morning, News 4 asked the State Department of Labor if they could look into Leonard's situation. Just before 3 p.m., Leonard received this email stating he'll soon get his pandemic unemployment assistance. He can finally let out a sigh of relief after weeks of holding his breath. Tom and Tracy, another note about April's staggering jobless total. It's more than 10 times that of our previous unemployment record of 1.9 million. And that was set back in 1945. Back to you.
Gives you such a heavy heart. Caresse Jackman tonight, thank you.